Greetings from isolation in the VNC. I have 11 questions from 6 people, so let's get started. 3 of them are about our upcoming Muskie Preview program, so let's start with those. Sasha from New Marshfield, Alex from Urbana, Brooke from Laura, Ohio, and actually Lexi from Louisville. So 4 questions that have to do with either scheduling or housing, which are both things that we'll take care of at Muskie Preview. We originally had 6 Muskie Preview dates scheduled, with the first 2 coming up this month in April. Those have been postponed. The next communication you'll be getting from us will be about Muskie Preview, rescheduling, choosing a date, how to prepare, and what happens at those programs. So that's when you will fill out a housing questionnaire so we can gather some information about making housing assignments. That's when you'll sit with a faculty member and talk about your schedule and take care of all your scheduling needs. So to those 4 students, I hope that's enough for now. Please feel free to contact me if you have specific questions you'd like for me to help you with, but I hope that's helpful for a start. Alex from Urbana has a few other questions. First of all, as things continue to develop with COVID-19, will you continue to send future students emails informing us with everything happening on campus? The short answer to that, Alex, is absolutely. That's how we're spending our time. We're working remotely. We're not in our offices, but we are connected in every way, and in some aspects, I feel like more connected. We're trying to pay attention to our emails and our texts. We're on Microsoft Teams. We're on Zoom. We're trying to stay connected with students and families to help you through this period. So continue to stay in touch with us, and we will be in touch with you. Admission, financial aid, student life, academic affairs, your coaches. So you can count on that. You also ask if you are playing a fall sport, how will that be affecting move-in days, conditioning? The conditioning question, I'm going to refer you to your coach. That's going to be very sport-specific, very coach-specific. So communicate with her, see what her expectations are for summertime. Move-in weekend is scheduled for the last weekend of August. Classes start the last Monday. Some athletes will move in early, of course. And all that, as far as right now, on schedule, and we are hoping that that does not change as things continue to develop over the summer. Financial aid paperwork, May 1st. Yeah, we're still emphasizing May 1st. We want to try to get your decisions, get your commitment, get your financial aid paperwork, your tuition deposits by May 1st so that we can start talking about Muskie Preview that I mentioned earlier, getting you registered for one of those dates and getting you ready for scheduling and housing and all those types of business. So yes, we'll try to be flexible where we can, of course, but again, the key is just communication, telling us what your needs are, and trying to keep things moving forward and adhering to previously established timelines. How are the admission counselors feeling about this craziness? That is a great question. I truly appreciate you asking about us. How are we feeling about it? We're feeling like it's crazy, just like you are. But we're dealing with it, and we're trying to stay focused and stay busy and keep our eyes on the prize, which is bringing in an awesome class of new Muskies, of which we want you to be a part. So yeah, dealing with it professionally, dealing with it personally, fresh air, long walks, bike rides, time with family, eating healthy, trying to stay active, trying to stay positive up here. All that is playing a part. So thank you again for asking. I think we're doing okay. Brooke. Okay, yeah, Brooke again mentioned asking about roommates. I hope I've covered those bases. But if you have any questions about scheduling and housing and roommates and so forth, please feel free to communicate with me directly. Shelby asked a great question. What is your Shelby from New Matamoros on the banks of the mighty Ohio? What's your favorite thing about Muskingum? Any advice for new students coming this fall? I could go on for a couple hours about this one, Shelby, but I'll keep it short. I'll get right to the point here. One of my favorite things about this place is what we're experiencing right now, which is not a global health crisis, but how it brings our community here together. This is a place where we are connected, we're committed, we're passionate, we believe in this place and what we do and our mission and who we serve, people like you, your parents. So that's really becoming obvious and apparent as we move through this situation. So community, 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 we emphasize that. You've probably felt that if you've been on our campus, and I hope you are able to experience that as a student. Lexi, your question was about classes. Again, you'll be scheduled in advance, but when you're here for Muskie Preview, you will sit with a faculty member and talk specifically about your schedule and be able to make some changes and do some fine tuning there. So again, let me know if you have more specific questions about that. Finally, Aaron from Sebring has a great question. If a walk-up song played every single time you entered a room, what would yours be? I'm going to have to go with the almighty Tackhead. And a song they have called Is There a Way Out? You can look it up. I hope you pump it up. I hope you play it loud. And if it's not too much to ask, picture me walking into a room to that. Maybe it'll happen someday. Thank you for these amazing questions. Thank you for continuing to stay in touch with us. We look forward to working with you through the summer and to seeing your smiling faces on our campus in the very near future. Peace. I'm out.